Alrighty peeps, what's good? Welcome to the Chrom Dome. In this video, we're gonna kind of reach into what I like really admire, not really in like a character way, but like what I like about Chrom and his moveset and why I, have so much fun playing him all the time. And things that I think that make him like pretty damn good and stuff. The things I like about Chrom would be his movement, his ledge trapping, his disadvantage state, advantage state, tech, and combos. Those are, without a doubt, some of the best aspects of him, and especially in this game, they're really damn good. So my favorite tech to go on with Chrom right now would have to be like the side B usage. This stuff doesn't seem that crazy at first. It seems kind of just like flashy movement, but you'd be surprised how many times I use this tool to maneuver, because in ways like right here, if you set, like, guys, I'm using the training mod pack just so you know. In ways right here, you see, I'm gonna set this guy to shield. So typically there's no way to hit him unless I like weave in with the back air. But like realistically, when you do stuff like this where you call out a jump with a fair, you want to be as far away as possible from him. And the thing that's crazy about the movement tech is you literally teleport into him with the side B. And the thing of why side B is so broken is in this scenario, if they just hold shield, it can just potentially break their shield. Now for an example, let's say, let's put it to hold. See right there, where in other scenarios, other characters, when they do stuff like this, the most they can do is just try to hit you with the back air and run away. But it's ultimate, guys. This is going to throw people off like crazy. Number one, because everyone wants to parry Chrom's landings, like stuff like this. Everyone expects the falling up air and they parry that. Well, guess what? If he parries this, you'll just get smacked with side B in the face. And number two, everyone tries to parry, so they'll drop shield all the time, especially to multi-hits. So we just get free pressure from moves like these. Like, it's really good in a lot of scenarios. Like, let's say if you want to kill him, bam, you can carry him off the ledge. So back air won't even kill there. And now in that scenario, it does kill. So around the same exact percent where back air doesn't take the stock, the reason this is so good is because we carry them legitimately off the stage. That's, I mean, look at Roy. Roy's be taking stocks at like what, 60 at this, like this kind of technique. And thankfully, not a lot of the Roys have caught up and done stuff like this. This is more so of just like, I see Chrom's doing this a lot, but I don't see Roy's doing it for some reason, even though they have the legitimately broken version of this. He's dying mad early at these percents, where back air was just shown to not kill in that scenario. So this is why this tech is very useful for me personally, because it's an offensive, like, you turn around immediately in ways that Chrom cannot. Like, if you run away, you immediately turn around and hit it with a hitbox. It's a tight input, but like stuff like this is really important. Even out of shield if you really want to. It's just very spooky, because there's no way for Chrom to naturally move in the air like that. It feels kind of like Wolf, where he can just move in the air and like shift his momentum. And Wario. He lets him traverse the air in crazy ways, which we can't normally do. Another aspect of it is it's really good for baiting air dodges. Oh, why are you pressing buttons? And you can keep yourself off stage for a very long time. So if you ever have those scenarios where you're like trying to edge guard Arsene Joker, keep yourself for as long as possible. Oh, this is a decent solution, because you can stay off there for a long time. You can even go mad deep and like have multiple hitboxes with scenarios like those. Whereas if you just do that, if you just do it without the tech, you could do that, which also works, but like this gets you to have your back air. And having your back air off stage is a big difference, because fair, yeah, it frame traps off stage, but back air can potentially take stocks like at 60, even earlier. And the last thing I want to go over for side B usage, aside from like, using the bait and switch style of it, is for disadvantage. It's pretty broken, because we all know the parts of disadvantage that we abuse would have to be, falling air dodge, like nair dodge, the neutral one, that has no landing lag, using your double jump and landing with an aerial. Those are typically like the go-to options with disadvantage. Now people always want to follow your disadvantage by like throwing an aerial under you, and that's pretty normal. Well, let's say I'm landing and I don't want to do any of those options. I can simply just do a double jump and then bam, I'm all the way over there. And it looks weird to say like that, but in these next few examples, you'll see that this is what I'm talking about.
And you just want to get in clean and get out clean, and just get back to stage, go back to what you're doing.
Alright, so one of my other favorite things about Chrom is his advantage state. It's really fun. As you can tell, he's got some crazy advantage state. So a simple example of his advantage state would rely on his frame trapping. Now, for this example, I'm going to down throw him. If he jumps, the up air hits him. If he air dodges, you'll see right here. There you go. He gets hit in a combo, you know. Doesn't kill him there, but we can turn it into a kill. Now let's force him to jump. There we go. So he chooses between jump and air dodges. So if he air dodges, he gets frame trapped. And if he jumps, guess what? He gets hit and loses his jump. So this is why this is a really crazy combination to go for. Because people will think you can just jump air dodge, but they have to remember, air dodge is frame 3. Some are frame 2, but jump is frame 1. So ultimately, if he jumps then air dodges, that'll be a frame 3 or 4 input. Or if he air dodges, that's a frame 2 or 3 input. And if he just jumps, it's a frame 1 input. Those all matter in the frame trapping scenario here, where he's forced to take up air or a frame trap. Like right there. And it takes a damaging combo right there. And that's why his advantage state is so fun, because you're in control. As long as you're pressing the right buttons in the right times, you are in complete control with Chrom. Because look at this up air. Look how huge this bad boy is. Like, we're just gonna take a second to appreciate this. Bam. That's the starting. And look how huge that is. That's pretty much the size of Chrom. And that's only one thing of it. You have his fair, his back air, his down air at times that can frame trap, and his jab especially. I'm sure you've experienced frame trapping with that, where you just, you know, jab twice in a row and they air dodge into one. Bam. And that's just an example of what his frame trapping can do. You can do that with fair, you can do that with bear, you can do that with down tilt jabs, you know the deal. His advantage state is also really fun because it brings access to his combos. So his combo game from his advantage state, or his combo game stems off into his advantage state. So they kind of go hand in hand. So my favorite combos with him, they really rely on, you know, mostly his aerials. Now, is that a bad thing in this game? No. It's incredible. Feels great. You know, mashing his relatively safe aerials on your shield feels really good. Let's just make you nair. See how that's annoying? But if he's going to do this, and this nair is not going to be safe most of the time because it's a full hop landing aerial. I'm going to get in front of him. See how that didn't hit? That's annoying. There you go. That's a potential punish we can do every time, just from his nair. Low percent, that's his neutral tool right here. This is a combo. It does 31 per hit. Pretty good. Pretty good. You can also link it into dash attack, link it into grab. And if you get into a grab, you can go for an up tilt or an F tilt, which is true, but you have to read the DI or react to it. There, up tilt. Here, up tilt again. There you go, F tilt covers there. Up tilt covers there. So whatever happens there, typically on most characters, the most you can get off of a down throw is an up air, a F tilt, or an up tilt. But I personally recommend going for up tilt or F tilt because you don't care about stealing those at low percent, but up air kind of matters because you get, you know, more damaging combos, and up air is one of your main combo tools. Some of the other fun combos to go for that I really like, that are relatively fun to hit, and what I go for personally are up air combos. So let's say right there, bam, that's a solid 44%. There you go. So after up air, based on what DI you can get, your best bet is to go for nair. Oh shit. After up air. So this is the combo you should go for. If you think you can extend it because it's a heavier character, then go for it. But this is like the easiest combo to hit, and the most consistent combo to hit on everyone in the cast. Does 46% off of a straight up air. Pretty damn good, I would say so. Another version of it, you could go for back air, up air, and do something like that, which is pretty good, but it's a lot less consistent. Like that one requires a good amount of reading your opponent's DI in order to get a proper follow-up after the back air. Now for up air, that's at 0%. These are all at 0%, so the combos will only be so much. But one of my other favorite ones is a really good one to go for because it's very easy to start the combo. So for example, I'm going to make this wolf nair and then air or spot dodge. So you notice there, alright, so someone hits your shield and ultimate. What do you think they're going to do? Most of the time, they're going to spot dodge. So after the spot dodge happens, you can go for a combo starter like this. This is incredibly true. You can also punish most landings with it because nair out of shield comes out, I believe, frame 9 because it's frame 6 and 3 frame jump squat. So this is really good to go for because most of the time Chrom is rewarded for waiting in shield. Because no one is gonna like nair your shield and grab you right after unless you're a crackhead. So this is a really good punish to go for. It's one of my favorites because you can just get some crazy stuff out of nair. Like let's say if you don't even want to do the second nair or like the up B, you can just end it like that. You can end it with F smash. Right there, 45% compared to I think 48% you would get from the up B. Not really technically, it would be 48%. But it's a good example of how to use the nair out of shield because it's a strong combo starter. You can get some crazy stuff. You can even get like 3 nairs. But like you can't get many combos off of a wolf because he's too light. But other characters like Bowser, DK, you can nair them 3 times. Just end their stock at super early percents. I'm sure you've seen my combos on other characters on Town and City. That's my favorite go-to combo because the starter, it combos into itself for ages. Nair has an insane amount of hit stun. Gonna make me try to fish for up smash or nair again. There we go. One of my favorite combo starters would just be calling out jumps and with fair. Like right here, I'm gonna call it as jump. Here, let me set it up again. Right there. That's a common setup I go for a lot because I want to call out jumps. He could air dodge this though, I think. There we go, not that one. And look, he's at literally 0%, and he takes 40 something damage from this combo. Really good for calling out jumps because it's pretty safe to go for because then it brings in the thing I was talking about before where if you miss, you can do that. Of course, it doesn't work on the CPU because mashing literally is 2 options. Oh yeah, I also can just do that. Simple combos, you know, that's the thing about Chrom that I enjoy a lot. He's pretty simple. He can be complex if you want him to be, but if you're just trying to play simple, he just works. Let's see. For other combos that I'm a huge fan of, so I'm honestly, most of his aerials are pretty simple, but some shocking things he does have would be his down air combos. So down air, like right there, he set the air dodge, as you can tell right there. At higher percents, let's say set him to 10 or something. Right there, that's a combo right there. And he's legitimately at 10%. There it missed because you don't get a combo off of nair or jab until around 60%. But jab can combo into itself and F tilt and down tilt at like very little percent. Stuff like this. That's not true really ever or worth going for. This is a combo. I mean, you also could just F smash if you want, but you need the strong hit in order to do that. And if you get the weak hit, it'll still combo into up B, which is crazy because look, he's at 30. Now he's at 74. That's a 44% combo. Just to hit off of a straight dare. But you need to be a little tight on it because most of the time you're gonna want to cross up so you're safe. But 44, maybe 40-ish% combo just from hitting a stray aerial, like a down air. which isn't too committal because it's at best is -9 on shield, not the worst. So realistically, when you land on someone's shield with that, pretty safe, pretty safe. Now some of his jab combos are pretty neat. So at low percent, he doesn't get much off of jab. Again, I'm gonna show you real quick. Jab down tilt doesn't even really combo. That one does because he's in the air. If you anti-air with jab, it can combo into down tilt. Now let's say he's at 10. Jab down tilt still doesn't work, so it has to be used as an anti-air in order to combo into stuff. Now if you get like a jab at 30, that's when it can start doing it because it pushes him in the air. F tilt can sometimes work, but you're better off going for down tilt because it's less committal, less lag. But jab down tilt, that's your only really combo past 30%. But once you get into like the 50s, the 60s, that's where the juicy stuff starts coming in. Like that's where you get the jab into nair. This one's frame perfect, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that one's really annoying to hit. You have to dash, buffer the dashing super early in order to get that. But I mean, does a good amount of percent, sends him off stage. That's also an example of the ledge trapping I go for typically, where hit there. And the nice thing about it is, since you don't want to be upping as Chrom, it can comfortably put you there in order to just reach back on stage or air dodge back. Now, another favorite of my my jab combos would be at a little higher percent. Now these are tighter to go for. There you go. That right there, super true. But getting the fast fall in the nair is pretty tight. There you go. So that combo is pretty hard to actually hit, but it is a combo. At around 80%, after you do a delayed nair 1, you can pretty much combo into jab again and then take stocks. Like from here, jab backer is not going to kill. And what's important is securing the kill, you know? If you're going to settle for a jab backer and ledge trap him, that's fine. But if you want to be a little greedy, you know, go for a true combo that I messed up because I suck. There you go again. That's what I like to go for. And the nice thing about it is, I'm sure you've seen me mess with a few times where I get like a frame trap right there. Like right there. That's a great frame trap to go for. Because you can mash jab twice, and if they buffer shield there, you can just grab instead. Like right there, where he was forced to air dodge there. Bam. Then, if you're not confident that you're going to hit the jab right after they air dodge into the ground, just go for a grab. That'll usually frame trap them. I don't think they have enough time to spot dodge it, but that should depend on the character, because if they air dodge from higher up, it'll be easier to frame trap them. If they air dodge from lower to the ground, like some fast followers like Fox, not really Wolf per se, but Fox, then they might be able to punish that. But usually my game plan is, if jab bear won't kill, try to frame trap him, you know? Try to push him closer to death. Like right there. Get him to the ledge, you know? Even a little saucy thing could be like, okay, if they're not going to kill there, read air dodge, push him to the ledge instead. Because jab, it doesn't have to be like the finisher. It doesn't have to end the combo for you. It can just set up a nice little reset into an actual kill. So for some other combos that I like about Chrom, we got a little funny combo right over here that I actually get a good amount of the time. So let's just have this guy, you know, jump out of shield. He's jumping. That's like whatever, right? Everyone jumps in this game. But I'm sure all of you are aware, ultimate, people are at ledge, you know, they're trying to jump away from you, so they jump from ledge. It's very common. So if they normally get up shield, they'll usually jump out of shield or try to roll. And if you read the jump, you just take their stock. And it's true for a very long time. This setup would be true until around 20% or so. After that, then they can DI far enough away to not die. But this is really nice to go for, because it's hella true, man. And then if you miss, that's okay, because then you just recover normally and potentially can get a stock like that.
If you're this far behind SG, you need to do more than that. Like
Ginger's gonna opt to go low. And
exactly, yeah. And you can't needle that. So okay, so that was him trying to, but
it's even pretty optimal. Like, hey, you're winning, your whole stock up, they're at 0. You just want to trade some stocks, bam, there you go. That's the stock market, baby. That's one of my favorite combos to go for out of the Rising Fair as well. Now, of course, there's another video on this topic, so I'm not going to go into it too deep. But my other favorite combo at Ledge to go for is this. A little bridge right here, 69%. Feels great. However, if you get it from too far away, where upper won't combo, because if you do it right here, upper won't combo. But from over here, you can do a fair nair, and then you can do that into an up B just to simply end it off there. And that alone does 43% just from a little ledge stall. You can also go for this, but that only does 33 compared to the other one. Though there might be other variations I haven't explored yet. It's kind of hard to follow up though. So I would recommend just doing fair nair 1 into up B. And the way to perform it is you just drop down. I use trigger jump, so I drop down immediately, buffer the fair with trigger jump, like forward fair, and then just up air from there. And now for his last topic, what I really love about Chrom, ledge trapping.
Training paid off.
It's very fun. Very, very fun. So I'm going to set the CPU to try to be good at the ledge. We'll see how it goes. Ledge options, he's doing all of them, you know, the usual. So what I go for is, let's see what he does right now. You get up attacks. In that scenario, you can react to with F smash, you can F tilt, you can also just buffer the down tilt if you want. Now in this scenario, if he jumps, you know, he jumps. He can't hit you from where he was, so now you just anti-air him with up air, F tilt, rising up tilt, or rising up air, or an F tilt. Jab doesn't really anti-air too well because it goes from bottom up, and F tilt comes from top down. So I prefer down tilt or even F smash to anti-air. Roll, you can react to with F tilt. You can react to with up tilt as well if you really want to. And in normal getup, you can react to it with F tilt and then punish it accordingly. You can also just down tilt if you want, because if you miss it, it doesn't matter. It's safe on their shields, and like it clanks with most things. Like right there, it's really fast. So down tilt's usually my go-to option because it hits their shields. It doesn't matter. Like they're not getting anything off of it. I also like to throw in these fairs because if they do jump, it can sometimes just hit the jump, or if it hits their shield, it's safe. Like they'll just get hit. Like there too, it just whiffed it completely. And then if they do roll there, you can just react and switch it to an up air. Roll is kind of the hard one to react to because the animation is so different to tell from the others. For jab at ledge, they're a little hard to train, to practice in training mode, considering, you know, not really many of you guys have access to it, and it's also not that good in terms of the roll-based one, personally. But if, you know, if your opponent has a jump habit, jab at ledge is really powerful. Because it'll catch their jumps from ledge. So let's set the CPU to jump from ledge. There you go. That's the bad boy combo right there. This is around the percent where it just murders your stock. But you have to call out the jump pretty hard with the well-timed jab. Like, see how it missed there, even though it looked like he legitimately just jumped right into it. So there's a reason why I don't like ledge trapping with jabs as much anymore, is because it feels more of like a guessing game rather than the roll distance one where you're in control and react to everything. The jab at ledge, it works against people who are jump happy. It works really well, or if they drop down aerial, or if they wait. And one of my favorite combos of Chrom, it's actually a relatively niche kill confirm, but a lot of the times when you hit Nair 1, you can't react to actually hitting Nair 1 because it's too quick. So like if you hit Nair 1, you want to do, you know, F smash every time, but it's kind of hard to tell if you get it or not, which is why this combo exists. It's kind of Joker-esque. Let's get a little higher percent. Which is why it's very common for Joker mains to never miss this kind of a combo. It's very nice to go for. Right there, see? Because the easy thing about this is after the Nair 1, you can just buffer a short hop and assume you hit it, and if you didn't hit it, you just, you know, you jumped right after the Nair 1. Whereas if you do like a Nair 1 and you miss it and you F smash their shield, you're getting hard punished. But if you Nair 1 their shield and take buffer a short up right after, bam. You're either safe or you react to hitting the other Nair 1 and you just kill them and confirm it. It's a really nice niche kill confirm. but it's pretty damn useful. It's stolen a lot of sets for me personally, and it looks sick. It looks sick. We get to take a little bit from the jokers, you know.
The big conversion that Sheik's like, you know, so famous for, like the fair stuff. He's seen it once, but he's just having.
I was having a really tough time closing out stocks.
But this was the gist of what I really like about Chrom. This is what peak ultimate to me is. These two characters, where they're just, you know, really fun advantage states, really cool combo game, intricate, neutral at times. You know, sometimes Wolf just nair, sometimes Chrom just down tilts, whatever. But you can at least gimp them. That's kind of cool, right? Yeah, they have an advantage state, they have a disadvantage state. A lot of thinking goes into both of these characters, which is really cool. And Chrom is one of the characters that does that the most, I think, at least. Contrary to popular belief where he just mashes on you. Everyone parries Chrom, and it kind of it makes the game hard for him. Really, really, really hard. But that's where side B comes in, because no one parries side B. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be sure to make more content down the line. Let me know if you have any questions. But with that said, I'll catch you guys later.